and we started at 5:15, 5:20 now. Okay, fine. So that is a issue. Okay, so it is due to the internet issue what we wanted, and will not waste much time. Okay, and yes, Drupad, who has not provided the PPT and report, can you tell me?
Sir, everybody have reported, sir.
Even Ishwar Gowda?
Yes, sir. He has also reported.
Okay, okay, fine. So no problem. We will start right now. Okay, so I'll start right now, and who's the first person to do it? Dhruva Chandra.
Yes, sir.
Share the screen.
Yes, sir.
1 minute, 1 minute. I think. Yeah, you can share the screen, and you can start presenting. Yeah, the screen is visible. You can start presenting.
Hello.
Yes, I think he has exit the meeting. Dhruva, start presenting. Let's not waste time.
Hello.
Let us not waste time. Start presenting.
Sir, is it visible?
Yeah, it is visible. Start presenting.
Sir, am I audible?
Yeah, it is audible. You start presenting.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hi, guys. The topic of today, which I am going to present you all, is a safety measures and electrical wiring in domestic electrical installations. Electrical safety devices, which is an device used for preventing an unnecessary amount of current flow. Types of the protection devices are fuse, device used to protect the circuit from overcurrent; circuit current, the electrical switch used to guard an electrical circuit against short circuits; poly switches is a passive electronic component used for protecting electronic circuits from overcurrent mistakes; RCCB or RCD, which is a device that notices a problem in home power supply, then turns off in 10 to 15 milliseconds to stop electric shocks. Needs for safety devices. The needs are very important because it protects us from fire and prevents electrocution. It protects circuit from overload current condition. It detects the mismatches in current, prevent thermal and shock hazards. MCB, which is known as miniature circuit breaker, is an automatically operated electrical switch designed to protect an electrical circuit from damage caused by excess current from an overload. To break the circuit, an electromagnet will be physically break the circuit when it detects the current as exceeds its minimum limit of short circuit condition. Earthing. Earthing is also known as grounding, refers to contact with earth surface by electrons by walking barefoot outside or sitting, working, sleeping indoors connected to conductive systems. Types of earthing. Pipe earthing. It is the best form of earthing because it is cheap and very efficient when compared to plate earthing. Plate earthing is a type in where is securely bolted to an earth plate with the help of bolt nut and washer made of copper. In case of copper plate earthing and of GI pins in case of GI plate earthing, earthing the pipe earthing along with additional earth plate is provided at the bottom of the earth rod. Wiring types: cleat wiring, casing and capping, conduit wiring. Cleat wiring, this is the type where wiring are supported on porcelain or wooden cleats. They have two halves, one base and other cap. They can be easily installed and relatively economical. Casing and capping. This type of wiring installation is one of the simplest form of electric wiring system. PVC insulation wires are placed in the plastic casing and covered with a cap, hence the name capping. Casing is a rectangular strip where the cable run through it grooves. The durability of this wiring system is among approximately 20 years. Conduit wiring. There are two types: concealed conduit wiring system and open conduit wiring system. Concealed conduit wiring system is done inside the
ಸರ್
wall,
ಧ್ರುವಕ್ಕೆ ವೆಯ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ ಸರ್ ಮೀಟಿಂಗ್ಗೆ ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂತ.
and open conduit wiring system where uses cleats, flexible tubing and knobs. These are some of the pictures of cleat wiring, concealed conduit wiring system and open conduit wiring. These are some of the protection devices used in my home. Thank you. Sir? Hello?
ಇಲ್ಲ ಧ್ರುವಚಂದ್ರ ಸರ್ದು ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕ್ ಲ್ಯಾಗ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅನ್ಕೋತೀನಿ ಕಣ, ತಡಿಯೋ.
Okay, okay, sorry.
ಏನ ಇಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಶನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ?
ಮೊಬೈಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀನಿ ಕಣ್ರು.
Okay, Dhruva Chandra,
Yes, sir.
hope I'm audible.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Dhruva Chandra, can you tell me the difference between fuse and circuit breaker?
Yes, sir. Sir, fuse it self-destructs, sir, and stops the current in the circuit. And circuit breaker, uh, sir, in the circuit breaker, it is a resettable, sir, circuit protection device. Sir.
Okay,
It stops the flow in the circuit automatically, sir.
okay.
Yes,
So,
sir.
where is the location of earthing in your house?
Sir, near the entrance, sir, uh, near the motor, sir.
Why do we need to go for only galvanization of iron pipe? Why not simply an iron pipe?
Sir, iron corrodes faster when compared to galvanized iron, sir. The corrosion
Okay,
rate is less, sir.
good, good. So, why we need to go for charcoal and salt, alternative layers of charcoal and salt?
Sir, to increase the conductance, sir.
Okay, very good. Okay, okay, Dhruva Chandra. Thank you. You can leave the meeting.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Disha,
Yes, sir.
Disha, yeah, join the meeting. I mean, share the screen and start presenting.
Okay, sir.
And Dhruva KS, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So Ishwar Gowda is not there. I want Drupad or Dhruva KS to inform him to join quickly. Okay.
I will. Okay, I will call him.
Yes, Disha, you start presenting.
Okay, sir.
Be in a quiet area. I'm hearing lot of
Yes.
background noise.
Just a second, sir. Sir, is my screen visible?
Yeah, the screen is visible right now. You can start presenting.
Okay, sir.
Okay, wait, I think PPT is not visible. PPT is not visible.
1 second, sir. Sir, is it visible?
Screen is visible. You open the PPT and start presenting.
Sir, I'm presenting, but it's Sir, is it visible?
No, Disha, the screen is not visible. PPT, you are not sharing it properly.
Sir, I'm sharing it.
Sir, it is visible, sir, but it's not coming.
Is it visible, Drupad?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It is visible.
1 minute. I think at my end I have an internet problem. I guess 1 minute. Let me check.
Okay, sir.
Okay, Wi-Fi connected. Okay. Okay, Disha, you start presenting.
Okay, sir.
I have
Good
your
evening.
PPT with me. Start presenting.
Okay, sir. Good evening, everyone. I am Disha and I am presenting a PPT on safety measures and electrical wiring in domestic electrical installations. Study on safety measures in domestic installations. Some of the different types of protective devices used at home installations are fuses, ground fault circuit interrupters, arc fault circuit breakers, surge protectors, and tamper-proof receptacles. First one, fuse. Fuses are built as a safety measures if there is too much current flowing. Fuses have a thin metal strip usually made of copper or zinc. Ground fault circuit interrupters, also known as GFCIs, are built to detect any anomaly within the electric system and react in rapid time to cut off the power. They are designed to detect even the smallest difference, even as low as 4 milliamps. Arc fault circuit breakers, also known as AFCIs, are a special type of electrical safety device. A normal circuit device breakers detect faults when the current exceeds the maximum rated value. However, there are faults that occur when this value is not reached. An electric arc fault occurs when a current flows through an air gap between conductors. Surge protectors. As the name suggests, these electrical safety devices protect your home and appliances against sudden spikes in electrical current. Although they may look similar to extension cords and power strips, they differ by offering much more protection against sudden increases in current flow. Tamper-proof receptacles. This device is mainly aimed at parents of toddlers that will become curious to those weird holes in the wall. A tamper-proof receptacle, or also called as tamper-proof outlet, prohibits an electric current from flowing through an electrical wall outlet unless all slots are activated simultaneously. The current rating used at my house is 5 amperes to 15 amperes. Reason? It is very important to have various safety devices to protect from fire and electrocution. Both fuse and circuit breakers are the connection point between the electrical grid and an individual house. The reason for retaining 5 amps to 15 amps is largely that they cover the options. 5 amps allows anything up to 1 kilowatt, so multiple lights and small devices are switched on, and 15 amps gives over 3 kilowatt, which is useful for kettles, heaters, etc. This is a comparison table for different manufacturers of fuse. You can see the name of the product, model number, operating voltage, current rating, breaking capacity, and even cost. Earthing or grounding. Earthing is the process of transferring the immediate discharge of electricity directly to the earth plate by means of low resistance electrical cables or wires. Functions. Earthing is used to protect you from an electric shock. It also causes a protective device, either a circuit breaker or fuse, to switch off the electric current to the circuit that has the fault. Types of earthing. Plate earthing, pipe earthing, rod earthing. The type of earthing used at my house is plate earthing. It is the common type of earthing used at many houses. Location, it is used near the meter board where there is a large capacity of sand. Plate earthing. A copper plate or galvanized plate is buried in an earth pit below ground level. The plate electrode connects the electrical conductors to the earth. Wiring. Types of wiring. Cleat wiring, casing and caping wiring, conduit wiring. Cleat wiring is one of the cheapest wiring system considering the initial cost and labor, and it is most suitable for a temporary electrical wiring system. This wiring system is quickly installed, easily inspected and altered. In this type of wiring, VIR or PVC insulated wire is used as a conductor. Casing and caping wiring. This is one of the simple forms of electrical wiring systems. This is little bit old or conventional wiring system. Nowadays, we often use this type of wiring system. As the name referred in this wiring, PVC insulated wires are placed in plastic casing and covered with a cap. The casing is one of rectangular cross section as shown in the figure. The channels caps are normally made of wood or plastic. The normally available standard lengths are 1 meter, 10 feet and 6.5 feet each. Conduit wiring. Among the types of electrical wiring, conduit wiring is the best system of wiring. The conduit wiring is done by using a conduit, which is simply the channels or tubes that provide path and protection to the electrical wiring. Plastic, fiber, and fired clays are used to make conduits. Metal conduits are also used widely. The conduits are mainly rigid, but for some purposes, the flexibility of the conduit is modified in accordance with the requirements. Thank you, Anil.
Okay, Disha. What is the difference between casing and capping and conduit wiring?
So and so.
What is the difference? See, you don't have to look into a book or internet and tell me. What is the difference between casing and capping and conduit wiring?
Sir, casing and caping wire is cheaper when compared to conduit wiring.
Next, one more. No, no, no. I cannot agree that you are taking time. Okay. So, what is the material that is used as a fuse wire?
Sorry, sir.
What is the material that is used as a fuse wire?
Sir, it is made up of zinc, copper.
No, no, no. Okay, you can leave the meeting, Disha. No problem. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, next, Divyanjali.
Yes, sir.
Okay, can you start sharing and present?
Yes, sir.
Okay, 1 minute. Drupad, Dushyant Nayak.
Yes, sir.
Did you call Ishwar Gowda?
Sir,
Sir,
I'm
I
so
called
busy,
him, sir,
sir.
but he got switch off.
Okay, leave it. No problem. Let him present tomorrow. Okay. Go for the presentation and start presenting.
Sir, it is visible.
Yes, it is visible. Start presenting.
Yes, sir.
Yes, it is visible. Start presenting.
Yes, sir. Yes. Good evening, sir. Good evening, friends. Today I am going to explain about a study on safety measures and electrical wiring in domestic electrical installation. The different types of protective devices used at our home are fuse, MCB means miniature circuit breaker, ground fault circuit breaker, poly switch, surge protection devices, stabilizer, etc. The first one
Okay,
is the
go to
fuse.
the 1 minute, 1 minute. Most of
Yes, sir.
them have not posted images from your house. It is an internet image.
Yes, sir.
That's what I told you, right?
Yes,
You
sir.
have to
Sir,
take
it is.
photos from your house, circuit breaker, fuse, stabilizer, and all. No one has done it. You will lose marks. You present.
Sir, I will. Hello.
Start. Go ahead and finish it.
The first one is the fuse. Fuse is an electrical safety device that operates to provide overcurrent protection of an electrical current circuits. Its essential component is a metal wire that melts when much current flows through it, thereby stopping the current. And the second one is the stabilizer. A voltage stabilizer acts as a protective shield and reduce chance of malfunction. It also helps increases the life of various appliances that and it also protects expensive electrical appliances such as the air conditioner, TV and refrigerator, etc. And the next one is the MCB means miniature circuit breaker. It is used to safeguard homes from overload due to their capacity to handle large amounts of electricity. They are much reliable and safer than the fuse. It provides equal distribution of electrical energy across all the devices. And the ground fault circuit breaker outlet stops any electrical current leakage. It needs tracks before it has a chance to spark an electrical fire. The police switch police switch is a device, a series elements in a circuit in response to an overcurrent condition. The device increases in resistance, reducing the current in the circuit to a value that can be safely carried by any of the circuit elements. And the next one is the earthing. The process of transferring the immediate discharge of the electrical energy directly to the earth by the help of low resistance wire is known as an earthing. The function of earthing is to protect us from an electrical shock and the causes to protective devices or switch off the electrical current to the current circuit that has fault. The types of earthing: pipe earthing and plate earthing and strip earthing. The type of earthing done in my home is the plate earthing. In plate earthing, the plate of either copper and galvanized is buried into the ground at depth less than the 3 meter from ground level. And the wiring. The types of wiring: clit wiring, conduct wiring, casing and capping. The type of wiring installed at my home is conducting wiring. Conduit wiring. Conduit wire is a hollow tube that wires are pulled or finished through during installation. This refers from cable, which is a group of wires encased inside a flexible protective sheathing. And the comparisons. It is a name of the manufacturer user and operating voltage and current rating and braking capacity and cost of the uh, u- different electrical equipments. Thank you, sir.
Most of the images have not been from your house. Okay, we
Yes,
have already
sir.
told you that most of the images must be from your house.
Sir, but it is a old house, sir. I'm living.
Okay, so there was not any house nearby where you could take the picture.
Sir, there, but
Okay, while you are coming to the college, I want the PPT to be updated. So those who are not posted the images of your house, it has to be updated. Okay,
okay, sir. Okay, sir.
fine. So coming to the questions, what is the element? What is the fuse wire? You told that metal wire is there. What is that metal? What is the material used in the metal there?
Sir, metal wiring.
Yes, that is right. Metal wiring is right. But
Yes, sir.
why metal wiring? Which metal?
Sir, copper.
Okay.
Hello.
What type of earthing is preferred at your house?
Sir, it is plate earthing.
Plate earthing.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Why do you prefer copper plates only?
Sir, it is much usable mostly in cooking.
Wrong, wrong. You can exit the meeting.
Okay, sir.
Stop it and exit the meeting. Yeah. Next, Drupad,
Yes, sir.
start sharing.
Yes, sir. Sharing.
Yeah, your time starts now. Start presenting.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The screen is visible, sir. Hello.
You start presenting.
Yes, sir. Hello, everyone.
PPT is not visible. Screen is visible. That's all.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sir, it's visible, sir.
Okay. Today I'm gonna
Tell
talk about the electrical protective devices, and the electrical protective devices are used because to control high voltage or high currents, and different types of protective devices are fuses, circuit breakers, and poly switches, and RCCB and ELCB. So protective devices used at my home is fuse. Fuse is what something which controls or protects the overload against the devices or the short circuit. And MCB is something which automatically operated, and it reduces the damage caused from the excess current and overload or short circuit. And this is the comparison table between the manufacture of safety devices. The protective device, yeah, something which is like fuse. You can take the manufacturer name such as Micron and Eton Busman, and the model name are there, and operating voltage of that thing, and the current rating, and the cost difference. And earthing used in my house is pipe earthing. The pipe earthing is something which is used as where iron pipe is under the earth, and it contains the copper wire, and it is filled with salt and coal mixture. So it helps in leakage of current and excess of current or high voltage. And the type of wiring are conduit wiring. In conduit wiring, there are two types, such as surface conduit wiring and concealed conduit wiring. So surface conduit wiring, which you can see on the ceiling, and concealed conduit wiring is something which is inbuilt within the bricks. So there are types of conduit wiring based on the materials, such as class A, class B, and non-metallic conduit. So another type of wiring is casing and capping wiring. So casing is something which we see in our home. So we can say it as a DIY something, and you can see in some theaters and malls, which will be exceeded. The wiring will be exceeded. So thank you. Yes, sir. Presentation is done, sir.
Okay, what is the fuse element used there in
So
fuse
fuse
wire?
element is copper wire, sir, and the outer is porcelain, covered with porcelain.
Is it true? Is it made up of copper wire?
Yes, sir, it is copper wire.
No, it is not. You check it, it is not copper wire. Fuse element. Okay. Why we need to maintain the fuse wire at low melting point?
Sir, if copper wire gets more melting point, that will become it will get melted, and so it should be kept under the melting point, sir.
Okay. Why stabilizers are not used in lamps and fans? Why only in a refrigerator?
Sir, because it contains more voltage, and or it will have more ampere of current passing through. So where lamp and fans do not require more such stabilizers.
Okay. Now you call breaking capacity of a circuit breaker. What do you mean by that?
Sir, breaking capacity of circuit breaker is something it can control up to a certain voltage, sir. After that, it will get resetted.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Drupad. And inform Ishwar Gowda to call me right now. Okay.
Okay,
Just
okay,
after
sir.
this presentation.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Next, Dhruva KS. Start presenting. Where is your name, Dhruva KS? I think I am not seeing your name only on the presentation.
ಸರ್ ಅದು
Where is your name?
ಸರ್ ಅದು ಹಾಗೆ ಇರಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹಾಗೆ ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟೆ ಸರ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಲಿಲ್ಲ.
ಯಾರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು? ತಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬುದ್ಧಿ ಇದೆಯಾ ಏನಿದೆ ನೀನು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ? ನಿನ್ ನೇಮ್ ಬರೆಯೋದಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ವಾ? ಬೈ ಯುವರ್ ನೇಮ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹಂಗೆ ಇರ್ಬೇಕಾ? ಏನ್ ಬುದ್ಧಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಏನ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ ನೀನು ತಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ? ನೀ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ನೀನು. ಎಲ್ಲಿ? ಲೆಟ್ ಮೀ ಸ್ಕ್ರಾಲ್ ಥ್ರೂ ದಿ PPT. Just scroll through the PPT. Go down. Go down. Where is the image? Not even one image you have posted. Huh?
ಅರ್ಥಿಂಗ್
ಏನ್ ಅರ್ಥಿಂಗೋ? ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡೋಣ ಬಿಡೋ ನಿಂಗೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡೋ, ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೇನೆ. ಒಂದು ಪಿಕ್ಚರ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ನಿಂದು. ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡು.
Good evening, everyone. I am Dhruva KS from Mechanical Branch. I am explaining about safety measures and electrical bringing in domestic electrical installation in our home. I am explaining about what are protective devices. A device used to protect equipments, machineries, components, and devices in electrical and electronic circuits against short circuit, over current, and earth flow is called as protective devices. Necessity of protective devices are necessary to protect electrical appliances or equipment against short circuit, abnormal variation in the supply voltage, overloading of equipment, and to protect operator against accidental contact with the faulty equipment, following which the operator may get a severe shock. And different types of the protective devices that are commonly used in electrical and electronic circuits. Fuse wire or fuse MCB stand for miniature circuit breaker, and ELCB stand for earth leakage circuit breaker. Earthing or grounding. Types of protective devices used in our home. Miniature circuit breaker. Operating voltage is to 240 volts. Current rating up to 16 ampere, 10 ampere. Breaking capacity 16 ampere, 10 ampere. Fuse operating voltage is 240 volts. Current rating is 10 ampere. And stabilizer operating voltage. And here is the table of protective devices: fuse, MCB, and stabilizers. And name of manufacturers like MCB by Havels, and its voltage of 240. Current rating is 20 ampere, and it cost about 1800 rupees. And stabilizers manufactured by Vigard, 250 volts and 16 ampere, and it costs about 2999. And types of earthing: plate earthing, pipe earthing, rod earthing, chemical earthing. Type of earthing used in our home: material used in pipe earthing: copper wire, nut bolt, and washer. In our home, we use pipe earthing: funnel, GI pipe, cast iron cover, and charcoal and water. Copper pipe by copper pipe. Location of earthing in our home is towards southeast of the house. It seems near to meter board of each and every house. List of components used in conduit type of wiring system. PVC pipes are used to provide good mechanical protection for its conductors draw inside the tubes. It also gives high degree of protection from fire hazards to its conductors. Thank you very much.
Okay. Why do we prefer insulation? Can you let me know?
Insulation. Sir,
The
ಅದು
call.
ಶಾ-
Cut the call. You are receiving a call. You can end it. Yeah.
ಇದು ಸರ್ ಅದು ಶಾಕ್ಸ್ ಇದಾಗಲ್ಲ.
Okay. Why galvanization is preferred in GI pipe? Okay, you can stop presenting and you can leave the meeting. Inform Ishwar Gowda to join the meeting if he is there.
ಓಕೆ
Yes, next Dushyant.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, start presenting.
Okay, sir. Sir, it is visible. Screen is visible.
Yeah, screen is visible and most of the images you have taken it from internet, which is
Sir, yes,
not
sir.
good.
Sir, I asked for my mom, sir, but ಸರ್ ಅದು ಮೀಟ್ರ್ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕರ್ಜಾ ಗೂಡ್ ಕಟ್ಟಿತ್ತು ಸರ್, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ತಗೊಳಕ್ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಾರೆ ಕರ್ಜಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಸರ್. ಆಮೇಲೆ ತಗೋತೀನಿ ಸರ್, ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕಾರೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ತಗೋಬರ್ತೀನಿ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇಂಟರ್ನೆಟ್ ಮತ್ತೆ
ಆದಷ್ಟು ಆದಷ್ಟು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನೆ ಫೋಟೋಸ್ ಇರಬೇಕು.
ಅದೇ ಸರ್. ಓಕೆ ಸರ್, ಅದು
ಓಕೆ,
ಗೂಡಿತ್ತು ಸರ್ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ. ಓಕೆ ಸರ್.
ಯು ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇಟ್. ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್.
ಓಕೆ ಸರ್. ಗುಡ್ ಈವ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಸರ್. myself Dushant, mechanical section. Sir, what are electrical safety devices? Electrical safety devices protect the electrical circuit from a short circuit or overload. For example, in your home, if any bulbs or anything electrical devices were shock circuited, the RCB, RS, that's RCCB, will off the whole current supply in our home, sir. Um, so that's why we need a electrical safety devices. Electrical safety devices, mainly in our home we use 5 types of electrical safety devices. There are fuse, RCB, and MCB, ELCB, and MCCB. Mainly first, basic electrical circuit, fuse, sir. A fuse is an electrical safety device that operates to provide a overcurrent protection of an electrical circuit. It essential component in a metal wire or a strip that melts when too much of current flow through it, thereby stop the interrupting the current. MCB. MCB full form is miniature circuit breaker. A miniature circuit breaker is automatically operated electrical switches used to protect low voltage electric circuit from damages caused by the excess current from a overloaded or short circuits. Advantages of MCB fuse. Easily identify the vicinity zone of the electrical circuit. Simply to resume supply. Better influence. Electrically safer. More sensitive to current than fuse. Less maintenance. Replacement cost. RCB. Full form of RCCB is reducer current circuit breaker. A reducer current circuit breaker is an important safety measure when it comes to protection of electrical circuit. It is a current sensing device which can automatically measure and disconnect the current whenever a flood occurs in a connected circuit or current exceeded that rate sensitive. RCB works on a Kirchhoff law. MCCB. Full form of MCCB is modulated case circuit breaker. A modulated circuit breaker is a type of an electric protection device that is used to protect an electrical circuit from a excessive current which can be causes overloaded or short circuit, which current rating up to 250 ampere, 250 k ampere. MCB can be used for wide range of voltage and frequency with adjustable strip setting. This breaker are used instead of miniature circuit board, which are basically called as MCB, in a large scale PVC system for a system isolating and protection purpose. MCB provide an instant response of to this short circuit fluid based on the principle. It works on a principle of electromagnetic system. Uh, ELCB, Earth Leakage Circuit Breaker. An earth a leakage circuit breaker is a safety device used to detect small safety voltage on a metal enclosures to the electrical equipments and interrupts the circuit dangerous voltage in detected. There are two types of ECBs: the voltage leakage circuit breaker and current earth circuit breaker leakage circuit breakers. Earthing. Earthing is important because when we have anything shocking, if earthing is made in our home, it is safety for us. Earthing or grounding is a process of transferring immediate discharge of electricity directly to the earth by the means of low resistance and electrical cables or wire. Types of earthing. Plate earthing. This is a type of earthing plate, either copper or
Which earthing? Yeah, I'll
sir.
stop here. Which earthing is used in your house? That one you have to explain, not
Okay, sir.
types of earthing.
Okay, so pipe earthing is used in our home, sir. A galvanized steel is preferred pipe. Uproad length of diameter is placed vertically in a wet soil. In this kind of system of earthing, uh, in that we also add some salt and charcoal, which can easily isolate the electric circuit in that particular places. So we prefer charcoal and rock salt. It is a common system of earthing in each and everyone home. That's it, sir.
Okay.
Thank you,
Okay.
sir.
Yes. Yes. Stop sharing.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So let me ask you certain questions right now.
Okay, sir.
Uh, what is the metal that is preferred in fuse wire?
Sir, your voice.
What is the
Fuse
metal
wire.
that is preferred in fuse wire?
Sir, it is a basically an alloy, sir, which will be compressed by
Alloy.
silver,
Yes.
zinc,
Hmm.
copper, like that.
Hmm.
And
It is.
the
Hmm.
it is also made up of insulating like pingani in Kannada. They say, na, sir. Pingani vastu like
Ceramic.
that material is used. Ceramic. Ceramic is used, sir.
Yes. Okay. Very good. Okay. So why galvanization of iron is preferred? Galvanized iron.
So because we should insert that pipe under the earth, sir. If we didn't do any galvanization, it causes rust. So to avoid the rust of that steel pipe, we should galvanize that pipes.
Okay. So now why? What is the major difference between the earth leakage circuit breaker and MCB?
Oh, 1 minute, sir.
Why?
Sir,
Why? Why?
sir, MCB. Uh, sir, I don't know, sir.
Okay. Okay. You can exit the meeting, Dushant.
Okay, sir.
Next, Ganasuta, start presenting.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir. Myself, Ganeshruta M. Gowda. I'm going to present a PPT on safety
One
measures
minute.
and
1 minute.
electrical.
1 minute. Have you shared the screen?
Yeah, sir. One
Where
minute,
it
sir.
is? Huh?
1 minute, sir. Sir, is this visible?
Yeah.
Excuse me, sir.
So yeah, start presenting.
Good evening, sir. Myself, Ganeshruta M. Gowda. I'm going to present a PPT on safety measures and electrical wiring in domestic electrical installations. What are the safety electrical equipments used at my house? The use of electricity is common in this very age. Because of the cost electricity being consumed, the dangers can be also increased. Dangers like short circuits is very common in houses, which can cause a surge of electricity overloading a particular circuit, which can also cause mild calamities. Hence, to prevent this, safety electrical equipments are used. The work of the equipment is stop the sudden surge in circuits and to prevent the short circuits. The safety electrical devices are MCB, fuse, MCCB,
and ELCB. MCCB stands for Modulated Core Circuit Breaker. ELCB stands for Earth Leakage Circuit Breaker. But in ours, we installed only fuse, MCB, and stabilizer. Fuse. A fuse is a device to break the flow of current when it reaches past the safety limit. Fuse has a wire or piece of metal which melts when excess current is passed through it. The fuse must be replaced or the wire must be reattached depending upon the type. Voltage and current rating of fuse are 415 volt and 322 ampere. Uses of fuel. Uses of fuse are: it is cheapest form of protection. Its operation is completely automatic. High interrupting rating. This is the comparison table for fuse. The name of the manufacturers, you can see the name of the manufacturer, model number, operating voltage of the manufacturer items, current rating, breaking capacity, and its cost. Next, circuit breakers, MCB, miniature circuit breakers. MCB or circuit breaker is an upgraded version of fuse. The final output of the fuse is same as MCB is same as fuse. Unlink a fuse, the MCB only needs to be reset either manually or automatically. Voltage and circuit rating of MCB are 240 volts and 16 ampere. This is the comparison table for MCB. Name of the manufacturers, you can see the name of the manufacturer: Siemens, Wipro, and its model number, operating voltage, current rating, breaking capacity, and its cost. Next is voltage stabilizer. A stabilizer is an electrical device which is used to provide a constant voltage output to a load at its output terminals, irrespective of any change fluctuations in the input, that is incoming supply. The basic purpose of a voltage stabilizer is to protect the electronic gadgets, for example, air conditioning units, refrigerator, TVs, etc., for the probable damage due to voltage surge fluctuations over voltage and under voltage conditions. The uses of stabilizers are to feed constant voltage current to electrical gadgets like AC, computer, refrigerators, etc., and to protect the applications from damage due to voltage fluctuations. This is the comparison table for voltage stabilizer. And grounding wire. There, in grounding wire, we can see concealed conduct wiring and surface conduct wiring. In concealed circuit, it conducts its hidden side. It is
See what?
concealed
One
inside
minute,
the wall.
1 minute.
Yes, sir.
Dhanasudha, can you stop presenting? Is it the grounding wire? Is that the image for the grounding wire?
Sir, no, sir. Actually, it's 16.
Hmm? Why it is?
No,
You should check, right?
so it's for 5%.
Go to earthing. Go to earthing directly.
Earthing. The process of transferring the immediate discharge of the electrical energy directly to the earth by the help of the low resistance wiring. Earthing is used to protect us from electrical shocks. Type of earthing used in my house is pipe earthing. It is located below the meter board. Pipe earthing. Pipe earthing is the best form of earthing. It is cheap in system of earthing. A GI pipe of 38 millimeter diameter and 2 meters length is embedded vertically in ground to work as earth electrode. But deep depends on soil conditions. Wire is embedded up to the set soil. Galvanized iron pipe of 38 millimeter and two length placed to depth of 4.75 meters. The deep depends on condition of moisture. The size of pipe depends on the current to be carried and type of soil. The powdered charcoal salt is put 15 centimeter around the pipe. The funnel is connected to top of pipe and water is poured at regular period to maintain resistance as low as possible. Wiring.
Okay.
There are two types. There are two types of wiring:
Yeah,
concealed
finish,
conduct.
finish.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. What is the different types of wiring that you have come across?
Conduct wiring,
Hmm.
concealed wiring,
Hmm. Concealed and conduit are both the same, or how it is?
Sir, it's
Okay.
almost the
What is
same.
the almost the same? Okay. What is the type of fuse wire that is used? What is the material used?
Sir, it's copper, silver and copper.
Wrong. Wrong. Okay. So, what is the major difference between earth leakage circuit breaker and circuit breaker?
What,
Okay.
sir?
You
Can you
can
pardon,
exit.
please?
Yes, definitely. What is the difference between the earth leakage circuit breaker and miniature circuit breaker?
Sir, earth leakage, it's used in earthing, sir.
Oh, really? Hmm. Okay, you can exit the meeting.
Thank you, sir.
Everyone has finished with the ABA presentation, and Ishwar Gowda is absent without permission. Okay, thank you.